Hello everyone, welcome to Civil Service Guru. My name is Ravi Kumar HS. In this presentation, I am going to explain what is Civil Service Guru, how the methodology goes for the preparation of UPSC Civil Service examination from day 1 till the interview. So I am explaining you. Welcome to the presentation. Let's start with this. So Civil Service Guru, as most of you know, I think most of you have gone through our website. So it's a pro bono initiative by the serving civil servants across the country. So that is what we are doing. So how, when, how, where is now. So this is what the seed for this program was sown in 2010 by some of the officers, founding mentors who created WhatsApp groups to guide the civil service aspirants across the country. So then, since then, we have come a long way to more organized from the mentoring as of now, as it is now. In 2021, we got 4,670 applications, and in that, after online entrance test and commitment test, we have selected 412 candidates. So this is what at the present it is, which has been started from 100 number of students. So now we are having 4,670 applications in 2021, that is for prelims and mains 2021, and we have selected 412 candidates after online entrance test and commitment test. So what you need to pay for this? First, you need to understand whether it is, what is the fees you need to pay, whether it is affordable or not. See guys, this Civil Service Guru RAC program is purely for the service basis, and its aim is to reach every corner, each and every corner of the country, so that the last candidate in the hierarchy, or there as the last candidate in the rural area, should get the benefit of coaching or the guidance for the selection of UPSC Civil Service examination. So we do it as a pro bono part-time activity out of passion for empowering people. Thus, it is absolutely free now. So plan to be so always. So it is no need to pay any fees. What we are expecting from you is you have to be committed, sincere and determined. So this is what we are expecting from you. There is no fees for this, and you should be committed. If you are sincere, if you are serious about this examination, you can come to this. So we are there to guide you. So next, how the program runs. See, we will be having some mentors team. All the officers, working civil servants are there in mentors team. Then we have 3 categories of their faculty, that is mentors, associate mentors and guest speakers. Mentors and associate mentors all are from civil service. So those, the working civil servants are there. We have around 50 to 52 mentors and associate mentors, and we have some guest speakers who will be having around 10 years of experience in the particular field. Suppose geography teaching, suppose economy, history. So in this teaching, those who have very good experience, those who are experts, they are guest speakers, will be coming for teaching you some of the topics. So let's go to the RAG. This is the methodology what we are following in our Civil Service Guru mentoring program. So this is RAG, red, amber, green. That is RAG, R-A-G, red, amber and green. So what we are doing in this? What is red? What is amber? What is green? So I am going to explain that. So breaking down the entire prelims and main syllabus into around 1,500 topics. 1,500 is not 100%, that is exact number. Based on our previous year's experience, we are having 1,500 topics. If you divide that, it is not too long as well as not too small also. So we will be having the topic in such a way that the students will get some information about that from the sources available, whether from the internet, whether from the NCERT or from the books. So this is what we are explaining. So next, these are the topics, segregate these topics, will segregate it into 3 categories, that comes red, amber and green. So what we are doing, what is red topic, what is amber topic, what is green? So this you will be having doubts in that. So we will be taking our notes on all red and amber topics. So we are preparing, or you people are preparing notes on red and amber based on the mentor's guidance. So what we are doing in this, we'll explain. See, a complete syllabus that has been broken into simple pieces. This is what we are doing. As Henry Ford says, nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small pieces, whatever it is. Even if you take the big one, the big job, if you divide that, if you organize this correctly in a proper manner, definitely you will get, there is no way you will get confusion, or there is no way you will be leaving any topic. So that's what we are doing. The complete syllabus will be divided into smaller pieces and simpler pieces. How we are doing it? This is what. Just take topics. What is the topic? UPSC syllabus, we are having prelim syllabus as well as main syllabus. We will take that, we will put it in a funnel. Just observe this as a, imagine this is a funnel. We are putting all the UPSC topics are either from prelims and from mains. All the syllabus will be putting in this. We will divide that into these categories, that is red, amber and green. Just look at that, how we are coming. The new questions which are not at all asked in the UPSC examination, whether it is from current affairs, whether it is from geography, whether it is from economy or any subject like that. So, the new questions which are not at all asked will go to red topic, which are sure to come. In that there are topics where you may not feel it is important, based on your experience, based on the mentor's guidance experience and also yours experience, if you have studied for the UPSC or if you have studied your syllabus and the question papers, if you analyze that, based on the analysis of the question papers and previous year's experience of the UPSC examination preparation, you can divide these new questions which are not asked as the red topic, which are sure to come. So, next we will be having in that, again we are having one more subcategory, that is now new questions which are not asked but is unsure. Okay, there are some topics which are vague, even UPSC mentioned in the syllabus also, the probability of getting that topics, the subtopics will be very rare. That will put it in green. See, remember, red topic which are not asked till now but we feel it is important is red. We feel it is not important, it goes to green. Then we have one more division, that is old questions. So, we will take 10 years question papers in hand, we will divide the syllabus, we will look at the topics. What are the topics which has been asked in the question papers, the previous last 10 years question papers. So, that we are expecting sure to come, that means which are the probability of getting that particular topic. Say, let us take fundamental rights. Fundamental right, there are so many questions in the UPSC, one or the other year, definitely you will be getting so many questions, but that questions which are having the probability of repeating in the next year also. The fundamental rights, you will get the questions, constitution, you will get the questions. So, this is what we are expecting and that will go to amber. So, the questions which have been already asked, the probability of coming is more, will go to amber. So, that is amber. In this we have one more category, the questions which has already been asked and the probability of that question expecting in next year prelims is very less, that will come to green. So, green will be having the topics which are not asked or which are asked, which may not be important, will go to green. So, what we will do? What is the importance we will do now? So, what we will do? That is, if you take this, we will divide these topics in the ratio of 5:3:1. So, 50% of the topic will go to red, 30% of the topics will go to amber, 20% will go to green. So, 100% syllabus we will cover in this. So, what we will do? So, suppose if you take that, see we have 50%, this is 20% and this is 30%. If you add this 50 plus 30 plus 20, so 100% syllabus has been covered in this. What we will do in this? So, we know that now we have divided the topics into red, amber and green, that is red topics which are very important, not asked questions. The green topics we are having not asked questions and already asked questions from the previous year question papers, which we feel not only not only any 1 or 2 year. So, all this, that is how the crowdsourcing works. So, all people will be thinking and putting in this, mentors will review that, then you are having the amber topic which are sure to come, which have been asked in the previous years. So, we will do that. So, how we are doing that? So, just look at this. So, notes are prepared for the topics mentioned above. So, what we are doing? We will be preparing the notes for the red topics. Each student has to prepare notes in his or her own handwriting. So, you will be preparing after selecting to this program. When you are joining this program, based on the mentor's guidance and also discussions and also on the brainstorming, you will be referring some standard books and notes or whatever it is available. You will prepare, each and every student will prepare for all these topics. Say, so I told you that is around, we will be having around 7,500 topics, total 1,500 topics. This is only a number based on the experience I told you. 50% of that means 5:3:2, around 750 topics. That means for the 50% of the syllabus, you will be preparing notes which is there under the category of red. So you will be preparing notes for that. Each student will be preparing 750 topics, and based on the mentor's guidance and also based on the classes which are going on regular basis. Then you have Amber. Notes preparation is shared among all the students. So you will be preparing the notes. The Amber, whatever you have here. So Amber notes. So Amber notes preparation is shared among all the students. Say you have 750. Next, if you go for that, that is 30% of the syllabus is there in the Amber, which have been already asked in the question paper, which you feel is important. So this comes the question paper analysis. You will be doing the question paper analysis completely. That is last 10 years question papers. You will be taking. You will be analyzing in the group as a teamwork. You are doing this, and that topics will be divided among yourself. All students together, by dividing these topics, you will be preparing the notes. After preparing the notes, that's whole the bunch, the notes bank of Ambers which have been analyzed and only prepared by you only will be shared in the common sharing pool, that is in Google Drive or something like that. So when we are sharing that, after sharing that, all the students in the RAG will be having access to these notes, and there is the scope for editing, improving and adding values to the notes for the Amber notes. So 50% of the syllabus, red topics, you only have prepared the notes based on the classes on regular basis. While studying that, while studying the topics, while analyzing the topics, taking the mentor's guidance, you will be preparing notes for the 50% of the syllabus. 30% together you will be doing the teamwork. Then you have 80% of the notes in your hand. So lot of time has been saved, and you are having from all the angles around, say suppose 400 students are there, 400 students in all the angles you people will be thinking on that, you will be adding notes. So different angles will be there. So this is what we can expect from this. Next we have green. No notes is needed for this. For the 20% of the syllabus which may be asked or not asked in the previous year question papers, we will take that, we will read once. From the basic books, we will read it once. Mentors will also give guidance for this. You will be reading that once and keep it aside. So the probability of getting doubts or getting confusions in that is very, very less. We will choose topics for the green in such a way that, so the probability of getting that questions or probability of getting confusions in that questions will be very, very less. This is what we will do. So after this, of course, it saves time and the vast syllabus of UPSC looks manageable here. Okay. Next, how to take red and amber notes. This is what. So what you need to do, I told you red and amber notes are important. About 80% of the syllabus you will be covering here. You will be having notes after preparation of that. Think about each topic and raise possible questions in the mentor's discussion. You will be having regular basis on each and every topic. You will be having classes and discussions from the mentor who is a civil servant or an expert. So this you will get, you will revise this, you will analyze the questions, you will prepare the questions, you will read and prepare the notes for the red and amber. These questions are jotted down on the notebook. Whatever the questions you have raised on the topic on the particular day, you will jot down the questions. So then refer any source to get answer for that. Take the mentor's help. The mentors will guide you, they will review your notes, they will make it final notes for you for the preparation. Next, each student will be having now. So what you will be having? So each student will be having his or own notes for 750 red topics, that is 50% of the syllabus. Around 450 amber topics. This numbers whatever I am taking, if the topic is 1500, if the number of topics is 1500 topics. This is based on experience. If you divide the UPSC syllabus, prelims and main syllabus into topics which are where you can make the notes, it will come to 1500 topics. So after this, also I have notes of 450 amber notes topics from the common pool. So that will be shared in the common pool, that is 30% of the syllabus. Then green topics are to be read from any source once, that is 20% of the syllabus. So all syllabus has been, the entire syllabus has been covered here. So there is no chance of leaving any topic from the UPSC syllabus, either from prelims as well as from mains. So detailed weekly schedules, what you will be having in the RAG program, you will be getting the whole thing. Suppose for the mains as well as for the prelims, the whole schedule will be shared with you. Then detailed weekly schedules will be there. You need to take, so weekly schedule will be posted, which mentor will take, which is the topic they are going to teach. So you can prepare on your own by referring any source in the separate teams which are discussing with your mentors and also your team leaders. So you'll be reading that, you'll be coming to the class, you'll raise the questions in the class. So regularly classroom discussions will happen. By December or January, normally the RAG program starts in the September or October, and even before that, just 1 year before the prelims it will start. So by December or January, you will be ready with 1500 prepared notes. You have prepared, not only prepared, you have studied, because you have prepared the notes and you have studied that, you have discussed in the class, and you have added value to that if there is any thing which is related there in the current affairs. So what you will do, so by December or January, all the 1500 topics plus the current affair topics will be covered in the class. So you will be ready with the full syllabus. So we also covers paper 2 topics like quantitative, qualitative, that is logical reasoning, verbal reasoning, that is reading comprehension, all those things which is there in the paper 2 CSAT syllabus. Also will be covering some of the classes will be dedicated for that. You will be taking some mock tests. So you will be doing that. So that also will covers. So once the entire syllabus is covered, then we move on to mock exam phase. So by December or January, you will be completing the entire syllabus. Then we are going for the mock exam phase. Each of 15 teams. Normally, we will be having 15 teams of 20 to 25 students. So each 15 teams will be preparing, one team will be preparing 3 mock prelims question papers. Already you have studied, you have the experience, you are preparing now. So what you will do is, all of you in your team, you will be preparing 3 question papers which is qualitative, which is having very quality, which is up to the standard of UPSC. So what you will do? You have studied the syllabus already, you have discussed what are the probable questions, what are the questions which have been asked in the previous years. All this analysis will be done in the discussions. You will be preparing 3 question papers each from the team. Then you will be having question bank of 45 prelims question papers, which has been prepared based on your own experience, based on your class experience, and also the mentor's guidance. Okay, this is what we are doing. So after this, each student will be administered these mock papers. So from January, you will be starting with your mock papers and revising the things, and regular classes will happen with the topics what you have already prepared the notes. So you will be regular topics will be started. This is what you people will be doing. Thus by June, when the exam comes next year, June 2021, you have exam on 26th 6 2021. So by this day, when the prelims exam approaches, the students are almost thorough and confident with the exam. So you will not be having any confusions, you will be confident about that if you follow this guidance properly. Next, so that as the RAG has been proved to be an effective strategy for mains too. So once you get the prelims, those who are selected in prelims will be selected for mains guidance, will be guiding you for the mains exam. Again, the process continues. Already you have completed the syllabus by dividing the topics. How to approach the mains answer practice, all those things will start after the prelims exam results. So this is what we have done, and there are mentors we have taken who are the many beneficiaries of this RAG, and they have selected. Some people are there in Mussoorie, and some people are there in their probationary training, and some people are already working. So that student, our old students also have joined as mentors now. They are coming up as they have taken the benefit from this program. They are coming us to become mentors once again. So this is the program says about RAG. If you want, you can refer. You also refer our website, that is Civil Service Gurus, Civil Services Guru.in, GURU.in. You can refer our website for any more information. Okay, thank you guys. I think, I hope all of you have understood what is the methodology we are following in Civil Service Guru, and also what is the methodology called as RAG we are following. Thank you very much.